Dear friends, good morning and welcome to the Wednesday Word on Wednesday the 1st of December. Last week we began our Advent series, which we're calling Mary's Christmas, in which we're thinking about Christmas from the perspective of Mary, who was almost certainly one of the eyewitnesses and servants of the Word who Luke interviewed in order to write his Gospel. There are so many features of the story of Jesus' birth and conception that only she could have known about, such as the visit of the angel Gabriel to tell her that she was going to be the mother of Jesus in Luke chapter 1 that we looked at on Sunday. There is one phrase from this incident that has stayed with me this week. For nothing is impossible with God. That's Luke chapter 1 and verse 37. These are Gabriel's words of assurance to Mary that the humanly impossible is possible with God, that she, a virgin, is going to conceive within her body the Son of God. This reminds us that our faith is based on the miraculous, things that only God can do, and it should lead us to continue to pray for and to expect miracles to happen. Here are some of the miracles that I am praying for at the moment, because I believe that nothing is impossible with God. For members of my family and dear friends who are not yet Christians to come to believe in Jesus, for nothing is impossible with God. For a broken marriage to come together again, for nothing is impossible with God. For a friend who's in danger of falling away from living faithfully for Jesus, for nothing is impossible with God. For friends with long-term illness to be healed, for nothing is impossible with God. For women who are abused in our town to find safety and refuge, and for sexual entertainment to be banned, for nothing is impossible with God. For thousands of unplanned pregnancies not to end in terminations, but for other solutions to be found to support women and their children, for nothing is impossible with God. For the Church of England to retain a traditional view of marriage between a man and a woman, whilst being generous and welcoming to gay and transgender people, for nothing is impossible with God. For the apparently unstoppable increase in global warming to be reversed, for nothing is impossible with God. For the unfolding humanitarian disaster in Afghanistan to be relieved, for nothing is impossible with God. For the COVID pandemic to be brought under control, for nothing is impossible with God. For a revival of faith in Jesus in our land, for nothing is impossible with God. Why do I continue to pray for these apparently impossible things to happen? Because God did the impossible 2,000 years ago, when a virgin conceived and gave birth to a son whom she called Jesus. You will have your own impossibles that you are praying for. Can I encourage you to keep praying for the impossible? For nothing is impossible with God. Bless you today.